Well, heartbreak there for the India women's hockey team at the Tokyo Olympics. They lost 3-4 to Great Britain. But there's no shame in losing. There's no absolutely no shame in losing the way they did. It was a gutsy effort from the India women. Great Britain, if you saw the two teams on paper, Great Britain were the better team in that bronze medal face-off, in the bronze medal match. But the India women's hockey team, you would have, we would have all prayed, we were praying, we were hoping for another hockey bronze to come to India after the men's historic effort um, just yesterday. They won an Olympic hockey medal after 41 years. That was something to cherish and celebrate. But we should also cherish and celebrate the India women's hockey team. They have been just phenomenal. They've had a brilliant campaign. Remember how they started off to how they actually reached the quarterfinal, taking on Australia, no less, taking on Australia. There's, there's a major gulf between these teams, Australia and India, England, Great Britain and India, but they have all done themselves and the rest of the country very, very proud. The India women's hockey team. Savita Punia, we heard Boria Majumdar is in Tokyo, of course. He was there supporting and cheering for the Indian women's hockey team. But he's reporting that Savita Punia, India women's heroic goalkeeper, is inconsolable. She was on the ground crying um, after her after her stunning effort went in vain. But in a sense, this is a great moment for Indian hockey. Think about it. The men's team won the bronze. The women's team came so close, 3-4. In fact, at one point in time, India women's hockey team had a lead over England, but over Great Britain. But they're just so good. Great Britain are so good. Um, they kept they kept uh, they kept they kept that lead there. They had a slender lead of 4-3, and they kept it. So the India women especially bounced back brilliantly. You have to think of Abel Abraham has just joined us. You see, it was very close. It indeed was very close. When you look back in history, when you look back to this day, the 6th of August 2021, and you wonder how close the India women's hockey team came to winning an Olympic bronze. Well, these women are just superstars now. They will go on to achieve things. They will go on to achieve a lot more. And you'd hope for many more accolades to come. But spare a thought for Savita Punia. She was absolutely brilliant, India's goalkeeper in these games in the Olympics. She was again very heroic, brave, very brave on Friday in that bronze medal face-off against Great Britain. Unfortunately, the result didn't go India's way. But we will celebrate all of them. Rani Rampal, absolute legend already for India women's hockey. Gurjeet Kaur, who had a phenomenal Olympics. She has, uh, she's been there. She's been there for India. This has been an incredible campaign. Yes, they have lost the bronze medal face-off. Yes, they are not going to come back home with the medal. Yes, the girls were very dejected. In fact, we are also getting to hear Neha Goyal's family. They were planning to welcome her with a band, with the DJ, there was a lot of preparation. Her mother is crying at at, at her house there, and but what she also said, Neha Gold's mother also said was हार जीत तो लगी रहती है. Absolutely हार जीत लगी रहती है. Wins, uh, you know, you win some, you lose some, but there will be more moments in India hockey when you see the women's team to win more accolades for sure. This is what the update is. Then um, it is a heartbreaking moment because we've been following that campaign. We've been following the entire India hockey campaign throughout the Olympics. The men's team will finish will come back to the bronze of the India women's hockey team. And look at the way they have shaped up over the years from what happened in the Rio Olympics to what happened here. This is commendable. This is absolutely commendable. Their effort against Australia, that victory. Argentina, they took on Argentina in the semi final. Again, a very, very dangerous team, a very experienced team. But look at the way the India women's hockey team fought. It took on Great Britain again. On paper, you'd say Great Britain are much more experienced, they have a lot more exposure, but the women's hockey team held their heads high and fought really hard. They were so determined. Well, that's that for now. Also, wrestler Seema Bisla has lost her first match, so that's something we are going to keep a track on. This Bajrang Punia's campaign starts today. So there's plenty happening. There's plenty happening, and remember, Neeraj Chopra will play his final. Will play the final of his javelin throw tomorrow. So that's another big day coming up. That's another big day coming up, and hopefully, India can finish these games, these Olympics, with at least two more medals. I would think, of course, Neeraj Chopra. He had a great beginning to his Olympics debut. He had a great beginning to his Olympics career. Hopefully, he can sign off with a medal for India. For in what has been a great campaign, absolutely great campaign. Five medals so far. Then two silver medals, three bronze medals. Mirabai Chanu, uh, Ravi Dahiya, the two silver medalists, and um, Lavina Borgohain, PV Sindhu, and of course the Indian men's hockey team. Three bronze medals there. India women's hockey team just missing out by a whisker, just by 1 point. If you saw the match, you'd realize how close it was, how close it was. But it wasn't to be. Heartbreak, yes, but very proud of this Indian women's hockey team for the way they have carried themselves and the way they have played this campaign at the Tokyo Olympics. Thank you so much for joining me. Of course, we'll be back with a lot more from Tokyo, as well as the first test match between India and England. There's plenty happening in the world of sports, especially around Indian sports. So do stay tuned and please subscribe to Sports Today for the latest.